Frimpong, and it's believed they are set to sign Wirtz and then Kerkez very, very soon, then push ahead for a striker. And then potentially, if Diaz goes, another winger. There's rumours of maybe another centre-back signing coming in as well. Obviously, Kwanzaa may be leaving. And you know what? I don't like it as a Manchester United fan. Liverpool have equalled our 20 titles, and something tells me next year they're going to get 21. Because Wirtz, Frimpong and Kerkez, that is 3 unreal signings, so they're going to transform Arne Slot's team and system. This is a Liverpool side that I don't even think was complete this year, that's won the league. And Wirtz, Kerkez and Frimpong pretty much complete that side. The only question is over the striker, because I don't think it's going to be Darwin Núñez next season. And in today's video, we're going to break down how Wirtz, Frimpong and Kerkez are going to change Liverpool next season, how Arne Slot's game plan is going to change, how this is going to make Liverpool even better next season, which is not so nice feeling as a Man United fan because they were too good this season for my liking. But as well, in terms of Wirtz and in terms of Kerkez, obviously Frimpong is done. Wirtz has come out on his Instagram story saying he's not asking for the number 10 at Liverpool. I always see this as Wirtz confirming he is going to Liverpool, because he hasn't said, no, I'm not in talks with Liverpool, denied any of the other rumours. He's just saying, no, I wouldn't ask for the number 10. And anyway, I'll tell you something now. The media is full of BS. The media is absolutely full of BS. We've had Mbeumo all of a sudden wanting, 300k plus a week. Now he's chosen Man United when we know that it's not that high. Now Wirtz wants the number 10. The media is full of crap, but Wirtz has debunked that. He's almost confirming his Liverpool move. That's going to happen soon. Kerkez apparently has agreed to join Liverpool. It's just about agreeing a fee with Bournemouth. Bournemouth have lost Huijsen. They probably want a bigger fee for Kerkez if they can. But Kerkez and Wirtz and Frimpong, how are these three signings going to change Liverpool next season? How is this going to make Liverpool better? Well, that's what I'm here to explain. So, obviously, we spoke about it before. Kerkez is more of a wing-back. Not Kerkez. Frimpong is a wing-back. Kerkez is more of a attacking full-back. And, there's questions over, how could Frimpong do in a back four? How's Slot going to use him? La-di-la-di-la. But Arne Slot has a plan. And this is Arne Slot's plan. So in build-up, you've got Virgil van Dijk, you've got Konate. And what you're going to see is, and it will probably be Gravenberch, is going to drop deep. And all of a sudden, Kerkez is going to go high and wide. Frimpong is going to go high and wide, and you're going to see this with the centre-back split, with Gravenberch drop deep, and you're going to see him build up Liverpool do this. McAllister will probably drop into this space here, and what that does is it means Liverpool's 4 deepest players are central, which means the opposition are going to press Liverpool centrally, which means there's going to be passing lanes and space open up for Kerkez and Frimpong. So Gravenberch is very good on the ball, Konate is decent on the ball, Van Dijk's very good on the ball, McAllister can also recycle possession if needed. They're going to play out, and they're going to play the ball out to, let's say, Frimpong. So we've got Kerkez here, we've got Frimpong here. Kerkez is going to get the ball here, and his job is to bomb on here. Now, Núñez, or whoever it's going to be, because I don't think it's going to be Núñez, whoever the striker is going to bomb in the box, and that could give Frimpong the opportunity to cross the ball in. Someone like Wirtz is going to be in and around the box, maybe to the right, and someone like Salah is probably going to be here, or he's going to be there. Now, I think Salah is more likely to be here, and Frimpong basically opens up space. Frimpong is going to be holding the touch, and he's going to be carrying the ball, and he can play it to Salah, and this is Salah's best area where he can cut in his left foot and shoot. He can cross it into Núñez, or you're going to have someone like Florian Wirtz who's going to create those triangles. Same on the other side. Now, you might be asking, well, can you explain that, Alice? Can you explain why Liverpool are going to be potentially so much better next season? Well, I just think the attacking dynamic is going to be insane. It's going to be very hard to defend. Liverpool already got the most goals in the league this season that's just ended, and they're now bringing in 2 of the best young attacking fullbacks. And I will tell you something now. Kerkez and Frimpong, when they are holding the touchline, when they are stretching the width, that means the opponent's defence has to defend wider. The opponent's defence has to split out wider, which means there's going to be more space in between the opponent's defence for people like Gakpo, people like Salah, who like to get in the half space. That's where their output's good. Get off that shot, get off that pass. But also, Florian Wirtz is going to be pulling the strings in the middle, and you're going to be having, all the runs from the overlaps of Kerkez and Frimpong. He can go either way. You're going to have Gakpo, who can get in the half space and create. Salah, that can get in the half space and create in their runs. You're going to have all this movement, but because Liverpool's wing-backs or full-backs are so far out wide, stretching the pitch, there's going to be space for Wirtz to do his creative stuff. I think those 3 signings will be insane for Liverpool. I think they need a third centre-back for depth because Konate gets injured. That's maybe a bit better than Kwanzaa. I think they need their striker signing. But those 3 signings is huge. Because obviously, we spoke about Arne Slot. It's a 4-2-3-1 on paper. He plays a 4-2-3-1, but in build-up, the centre-backs are going to split and the DM is going to drop deeper. There's a reason why he was probably looking at even Subamende last summer. And, we talk about replacing Trent and, that could be a big loss in terms of creativity. There's not a single right-back in world football that can replace Trent Alexander-Arnold. But you've got a very good attacking right-back in Frimpong, but Frimpong doesn't maybe have the passing in his locker that Trent has, the ability to create that Trent has. But Wirtz has that. Now, Szoboszlai's been great this season. And when it comes to out-of-possession work, Szoboszlai's really good. But I do think Szoboszlai's numbers for a 10 is probably not as high as what Arne Slot would want, whereas Wirtz has those numbers in the 10 or that creativity. So you've got this sort of 4-2-3-1 that's going to be a 3-5-2 in possession next season. Gravenberch or maybe even McAllister could drop between the centre-backs. Frimpong and Kerkez are going to push up, and Wirtz is going to be in the pockets behind the striker, looking at Salah, looking at Diaz or Gakpo tucked inside, and it's going to maximise the width. It's going to stretch the low blocks out. It's going to help Liverpool create more. It's going to help Liverpool score more. It's also going to help Liverpool in transition. Like, this lineup's going to be deadly, and you've got the creativity from Wirtz that you might miss in Trent. He's going to take advantage of that. You've got a little bit of overlap and energy on the flanks. Salah's numbers, I don't think it's possible, but it could be even better next season. Like, honestly, it could be with the support he's going to have, because that triangle, and I remember in Klopp's last season, you had a period where Bradley, McAllister and Salah were having these triangles on the right-hand side, and Liverpool looked really good. I think they can recreate that with Wirtz and Frimpong. So let's talk about Wirtz and why he is the perfect number 10 for Slot. So obviously he's elite at finding space between the lines. We're talking about these fullbacks coming in, stretching the opposition's backline, opening up space. Wirtz is going to take advantage of that. He is that 10 that I don't think Liverpool have had since Coutinho. I know Szoboszlai was sort of brought in as a 10, but I think he's great at pressing. I think he's a good ball striker, Szoboszlai, but I don't think he's, going to get these crazy numbers out of 10. He hasn't got crazy goals and assists, but his importance is there. And I think he could even play deeper with Wirtz. You could have Szoboszlai, if you need to rest McAllister, playing deeper. I think he's capable of that. And Wirtz is one of the only players, I think only Salah, and I think it's one other player, maybe Mbappe, and one other player. There's only a few players. I think there's less than 10 players that have got, for 2 seasons in a row, 10 plus goals and 10 plus assists in their league. And Wirtz is one of them. He got 14 goals the season before the one that's just finished, and 10 assists. He's been over 10 assists. He's been getting double figures for goals and assists for 2 seasons in a row in the Bundesliga. And yes, it's the Bundesliga and stats are inflated, but he's got the numbers that maybe Szoboszlai doesn't bring. He can press and he's intelligent and will bring elements of what Szoboszlai does bring. But obviously, I think Szoboszlai in the more physical games could be a better option with Wirtz going false 9. We could talk about that another day. But he just brings that creativity that you're going to lose with Trent. In Slot's system, I think he's going to operate behind the striker. He's going to unlock the fullbacks. He's going to combine with Salah. He's going to do lots of good work. I think it's going to be a great signing. And in terms of ball progression, key passes, chance creation, which is something that Trent brings crazily from right back, Wirtz is going to bring that. He's going to bring that well. He's 2-footed. He's good on the ball. He's hard to dispossess, And unlike Szoboszlai, he's not explosive physically, but he is definitely more consistently creative. In those physical games, you may play Wirtz as a false 9 and have Szoboszlai as the 10 when you want to go in midfield. But I think if you're going to break down low blocks and stuff, that's a game for Wirtz. He's very much a game breaker, very much someone that, you've got a low block or it's a bit of a chaos game, you can slow it down, you can speed it up. Wirtz is a very intelligent player. And there's a reason why everybody wanted Wirtz. He's been compared to De Bruyne. These are his underlying numbers compared to De Bruyne's underlying numbers. It's very similar to the kind of players they are. City wanted him. They claimed he was too expensive. I think it's because they found out he wasn't going to pick them over Liverpool. It's insane. You look at his FBrest statistics here as well. That was Data MB, by the way. Really good site, by the way. But FBrest statistics as well. Progressive passes 93, successful take-ons 96, progressive passes recorded 89, assists 91, non-penalty goals 80th for an attacking midfielder. He's also been compared to wingers, but he does more so play as an attacking midfielder. And his stats involve 30 goal contributions this season, 16 goals, 15 assists. The only attacking midfielder I can think of at the top of my head that has more is Bruno Fernandes with 40 goal contributions. I don't think there's someone that predominantly plays as an attacking midfielder that I think has got more than this. De Bruyne hasn't, Foden hasn't really delivered as much this season, Odegaard hasn't. I do think attacking midfielders is limited. I guess Bellingham could have higher. I don't know what Bellingham's stats are, but the attacking midfield role has been a little bit limited lately. And I think Wirtz and you got Musiala, I don't know what his stats are this season, are the two big ones. And Musiala, not sure where he's going to go. He's happy at Bayern Munich. But Wirtz is a generational talent. He is a £100 million player. If I'm Liverpool, I'd look to do it for 110 million. But if you pay 120 million, you pay 120 million. But he is a generational talent. And he's played mostly attacking midfield. He has played second striker, he has played centre forward. He's played on the wing before in his career, but he is an attacking-minded midfielder. You've then got Frimpong coming in. I did a video about Frimpong. He's not a traditional right back. He's a right wing back. There's questions about physicality, how he's going to defend. He is good at 1v1 defending. But I remember in the 23-24 season, he got 14 goals and 12 assists as a wing-back. He's got the attacking output. He's got the ability to overlap. He's got the work rate. He's going to get up and down, up and down, up and down. He's going to have Van Dijk and Konate that can cover those gaps that he's going to leave. They're used to it with Trent. He's going to bring this much needed space and this much needed attacking prowess to Liverpool. And then you've got Kerkez, that is Premier League proven on the left. Kerkez is aggressive. He's fast. He's Premier League proven. He can overlap. He can underlap. I think he's the perfect guy to go with Gakpo, go with Diaz. He can play in a back four. And him on the left, again, he can bring that attacking output. You know, elements of Kerkez is raw. Elements of Kerkez, he could get caught out in the old game. But he's so good in the wide areas, so strong, so powerful. He's been really good in the big games for Bournemouth. He can invert if you want, but Kerkez is more physical than Frimpong. He can be the bulldozer. You know, there is questions over Frimpong's physicality, of course, but I think Frimpong, in terms of technical ability, in terms of running power, energy, boom, you know, Kerkez is more of a bulldozer. He's going to get up and carry. You've got two aggressive, athletic, carrying wing fullbacks. I keep wanting to say wingbacks because I'm so used to saying wingbacks because I'm talking about Amorim and Man United. You've got this intelligent, creative tens. That it worries me because I said Liverpool won the league last season and they weren't even complete and it was easy for them. And people obviously try and downplay Liverpool winning the league last season because City dropped off and Arsenal dropped off. But I was like, look how good Newcastle were and Villa were and Forest were. And, you know, even Fulham was a tough game. Brighton, Brentford, Bournemouth. The mid-table teams are the best they've ever been in the league. Man United and Spurs would have finished 8th and 9th in another season. The fact that Man United, Spurs and West Ham were so low is because all the other teams are so much stronger than they used to be. And I think people forget that when they talk about, oh, Liverpool was so lucky that City had a Rodri injury and Arsenal had a Saka injury. No, I hate to say this, Liverpool were good. So as a rival, it does worry me. It's getting a bit scary. You know, they're fixing the flaws. They're bringing in these perfect signings tactically. The Wirtz is going to add the control. And under Slot, it's just looking like a team that can press, that can dominate possession. It's going to score for fun. And if this clicks, and I think it will click, but you never know. I hope I'm wrong. It's title contention. They are the favourites, you know. Right now, look, they're probably going to bring in a striker as well if they can get Nunes out. There's definitely questions over striker. There's maybe questions of his centre-back depth. You know, Endo's great, but Slot didn't use him loads last season. But it's a very complete squad. They've even got Mamadashvili coming in. I don't know if he takes Alisson's place. Obviously, Keller has gone. That will be interesting to see. But yeah, Liverpool fans, let me know your thoughts down below. I'm sure in like the coming days, I'm going to do a video reacting to Wirtz being a done deal as well. But yeah, I don't know about Wirtz. It should be a done deal. But I think it'll be done soon. I think Kerkez will be done soon. Transfers just take time. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Bye.